Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Milan coming to you from the Black Forest in Germany. Now, as you notice behind me, I am not home this evening. Actually, on babysitting duty. That just goes to show the beauty of being able to work online. I can take my work with me wherever I go. So tonight I'd like to share a couple of thoughts with you about the idea of being unstoppable. Now let me ask you a question. What is the difference between those people who seem to have this almost superhuman ability to rise above any challenge that life places before them, and other people who seem to just crumble under the weight of adversity? Well, I'm watching a film the other night called Kill Bill 2. Perhaps you've heard of it. It's one of my favorite movies, one of many of my favorite martial arts movies. And the story is about a young woman who is training to be an assassin, and there's this one particular part in the movie where she's with her martial arts master, whose name is Pai Mei, and he is known for being ruthless and merciless with his students. And there's this one scene where he's teaching her how to punch her fist through a block of wood. Now you're watching her and you're thinking, oh my gosh, how is she ever going to do this? You know, she's pretty young, slender young woman. It looks like, she wouldn't even have the strength to lift a 10-pound dumbbell. And she's trying to punch through this block of wood. Trying being the operative word. Just remember that. Trying to punch through this block of wood again and again and again until her knuckles are just a bloody mess. And she's, starting to whimper and cry and just get so discouraged. And then Pai Mei he stops her and he says, "It is the wood that should fear your hand, not the other way around. No wonder you can't do it. You acquiesce to defeat before you even begin." Now, I first saw this movie a few years ago when it first came out, and at that time in my life, I was pretty much, I felt like at least, I was up against a wall, and just feeling so overwhelmed by the challenges that stood ahead of me. And I wrote this quote down. I remember watching it and going, oh my, when you have those aha moments, and I watched it, rewound it again and again, and I wrote it down in my black book, and I've returned to that many times since then, and I think it's just so powerfully worded. I'm going to repeat it again. Here it goes. It is the wood that should fear your hand, not the other way around. No wonder you can't do it. You acquiesce to defeat before you even begin. Now there's another quote which I love, which I'm sure you've heard of as well, from Yoda in Star Wars. And there's that scene in the movie where he is trying to teach Luke Skywalker to use his Jedi mind powers to levitate his sunken aircraft out of the swamp. And Luke is getting all frustrated, feeling like, I'm trying and I can't do it. And Yoda says, no. Do or do not. There is no try. And therein, my friends, I believe, lies the secret to overcoming great obstacles, no matter what they may be, no matter what those mountains or giants may be. See, as soon as you fall into thinking that you're going to try to do something, or maybe, I hope, then you're pretty much already halfway defeated. Because you're not fully committed, you haven't burned your bridges. You haven't said, it's all or nothing. I'm going to try. Try just sounds so half-hearted to me. Why even bother, right? If it's not, if it's not important enough to you, then go do something else. So I just wanted to share that today because I think that no matter where you are in your life and no matter what you're up against, and we all have challenges. That's just a part of life, big or small, and it's a part of this never-ending quest. Now the question is going to be, though, is the wood going to fear your hand, or are you going to fear the wood? That is the question. So, thanks for listening. I hope that helped to inspire you a little bit on your journey today, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. So, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.